your things that are worrying you can't be compared to the things that are bothering other people or not. Give you an example. The guy in front of me at McDonald's drive-thru is taking so long. He's ordering the whole menu, and I'm like, can we go? I'm trying to get my double McDouble with extra cheese and a shake, okay? Meanwhile, there's someone in the same state as I live, and they're like, I'm a little bit stressed out because I don't know where tomorrow's meal is going to come from. And it certainly isn't going to have meat. It's going to be whatever I can just find, you know? So, yeah. Now, if I were to have a problem, like, oh, I'm mad at the dude for freaking taking so long, and I'm stressed out because I have to get back in time to do a thing. I'm gonna be stressing, and now everyone's counting on me to bring the food back from a food run, and now they're waiting on me and stuff like that, and I'm feeling this stress, this expectation. But if I am answered with, oh yeah, you're stressed out about that, well, what about people that don't even have a car? What about people that don't even have food security? They don't know where their next meal's coming from. How about that? How about they have to skip meals on some days and they just call it they just say I'm fasting today because how about that? So now that, oh wait, so I guess I'm not stressed anymore, right? No, I'm still stressed. Everyone has their own level, right? So, you can't compare it to other people. Now, here's another thing. It would bother me, the example of being in the line. It bothers me when the guy in front of me takes too long, but it doesn't bother me as much if they mess up my order and they make me a chicken sandwich instead of a burger. I'm just like, whatever. But to another person, they're like, oh, I don't mind waiting in line because I have the AC. It's fine. I'm good. Besides, I'm listening to my favorite song. But if they give me a chicken sandwich, I'm freaking allergic to it. Or what if they're not? What if they're like, I hate it. I just hate it. I hate that they always mess up my order. God. See what I mean? Like, certain things, they don't bother one person, but they can bother the next person. So, whatever is stressing you out, believe me, it's valid. It's completely valid for you to feel the way you feel, no matter what. And if someone tells you, oh man, that's nothing to be stressed about, don't listen to them. They can just go. They can go. Right? So, in essence, part of the training showed me, like, lots of people, lots of different walks of life, lots of different stressors, lots of different reasons to be stressed, to be happy, to be sad, there's a bazillion reasons, right? But we're talking about stress specifically, so what you can do is you can do certain things to help mitigate that stress. It starts with just taking a look at yourself for a moment. Just take time out of your day. If you're hearing me say this right now, that time can be right now. Why not? Right? Or it can be later. Just remember this and recall back and then think about it. But you think about it, you say, all right, what do I have? It's like landing on a deserted island and you're like, oh shoot, I need to survive now. What do I have? What things did I crash with? What do I have? Okay, I have a bunch of plastic panels over here, and I have some rope, and I have some skills. I know how to fish, right? So you find the supplies, you do the thing, you look what you have, so you say, all right, what stressful situation do I have? What options do I have to mitigate some of the stress, mitigate some of the problem, or what? And really that's the big one, right? Sometimes it's as simple as, okay, well, I'll just take a 5-minute break. I'll just go outside and breathe. Maybe I'll scroll on my phone for a little bit and look at messages and whatever. Or maybe that's the thing that's stressing you out. You take a break from that. Or maybe you say, I'm going to keep doing the thing, but I'm going to change the way I'm breathing. Because what if you're in a car and you can't just not look at the road? You can't just stop driving. Maybe you have to pull over. Hangry. Yeah. Undead Shadow mentioned hangry. Could be that. Could be anything. So you can eat something. Maybe make it feel better. You can say, maybe it's, I get mad like this and stressed every month around this time. Oh snap, maybe that's a cycle that I can pay attention to. Or hey, my cycle's coming up. I know I'm going to be, or potentially be more stressed, irritable, or whatever. In 3 days, that's when I'm usually going to start. And so you just take these things into account, you assess things, and you move forward. It's almost like looking at yourself from a third-person perspective while you are still living your life in your own first-person perspective, but you're, like, I guess, using your imagination to look at your situation from an outside perspective. What would an outside, disinterested third party say about my scenario with no bias? But you can do that, just a self-assessment. Do that, and that'll get you started. Another one is breathing from the diaphragm, belly breathing. Release. Now for me, that doesn't help calm me down when I'm angry. It just makes me pissed off that I don't have enough oxygen anymore. So I do other things, right? So do that. Do whatever you have determined may help. But the key is to look at yourself. Look. As someone who, Clover Patch says, as someone who sometimes has to skip a meal, I always remind myself, although sometimes I might have to miss a meal, there are plenty of people out there who miss multiple meals in a row, and I'm missing one every day so often. Okay, Clover Patch, see, Clover Patch has it. You get that? Using the example, Peacekeeper says, you know what's worse than when you get a dream fries sandwich from DoorDash and you get it with no sandwich, DoorDash refunds you, but you're still hungry. I mean, exactly. What if you're like, okay, well, I'm at a zero-sum gain. I have been repaid monetarily, and I have a coupon for next time. I called them and I said, hey, you messed up, bro. But it doesn't really solve the problem. Didn't solve the problem right now. I'm still hungry right now. And now they're closed. Great. So, yeah, we have those situations. Clever Pat says this. Remember, your situation may suck, and you're allowed to be angry and frustrated, but keep in mind that your situation is probably better than a lot of people. And here's another one I want to add to that. And you won't always feel like this. And you've felt not like this before. And the way you hope to feel happier, stress-free, you've felt that, so you know what it feels like. So, remember, it sucks right now. There's no way around it, fine. But I'm looking forward to when it does feel good. Focus on that thing. I was singing the Life of Brian's song about the always look on the bright side of life. Oh, that, yeah. Life's a piece of junk when you take a look at it. Yeah. Monty Python, so funny. What else? Yeah, man, I try to avoid statements and feelings and ideologies that negate how I feel. I want to add to the way I feel, add a little perspective, right? So, yes, there are people who have it worse off than I do, but that, if you don't also add, hey, in addition, I used to be one of those people that didn't eat very often, right? Or, dang, I was this close to being someone who was out on the street. If it weren't for that guy who gave me a job, or, I don't know. Or add to it of, hey, I will feel better soon. And it's okay to feel like this. That's another key. It's okay to feel the way you do. To be stressed about the thing that you're stressed about. But, yeah. And as I've said in another YouTube video, it's a YouTube short, if you feel yourself angry or sad or stressed about something and you're like, frick, I don't even know what I can do right now. I feel hopeless. Do something kind for someone. And especially doing something kind, showing compassion for someone who can't really pay you back. Like an animal. Giving water to a thirsty animal, right? A person in the road. Alright, letting someone in traffic. Not every time are they able to then let you in somewhere. You're letting someone in traffic. It literally puts you back farther than you would otherwise be, but you're letting them in. That little act of kindness, it may not be reciprocated or appreciated the way you may expect it, but remove the expectation. Remove it. That's artificial. That's put on top. There is no response. There is no reciprocation for an act of kindness. There is a reciprocation for a transactional relationship or a transactional gift, or not gift, but like thing. I give the clerk at the store $5 and they hand me the product I want. Or an egg, one egg. I don't know how much. Groceries are so expensive now, but you get the point. It's not a transaction. Do something kind. Remember the kindness that has happened to you, and remember how that made you feel. Give that to someone. Maybe you don't have time to freaking roll up and freaking help someone change their tire on the side of the road. Maybe you don't have time for that, but maybe you can remember that time. Think about it. Anyway, try that, and you can have good sleep and relaxation and relationships. For everything, I know I usually talk about sleep, but it can help you enter that state of relaxation that can help you continue to be awake and do good work, or drive and stay concentrated on the road. But helping your feelings, managing your emotions, that can help. And it all starts with an honest assessment of yourself. So keep that in mind, and thank you. What kind of things do you do to manage stress or to mitigate feelings that you're not comfortable feeling? What do you usually do?